So what do you want to look for in a skateboard, at least as a first timer?
Okay, well, from when I skated, which was a long time ago. When we first started skateboarding, the wheels were like this big. And then they kept shrinking and shrinking and shrinking and shrinking down. All the old school skateboarders were like, why are the wheels so small? It just made it easier for us to do flip tricks, do grinds and slides like that without these big chunky wheels. But also you lose a little bit of the cushioning, because like something like this, if you hit a pebble, it's like it'll just fall. For me, I like the smaller wheels because I'm used to it. Like back then we didn't use these risers either.
It's gonna get bigger.
Because like everything, if you have a lower center of gravity, then it gives you more control of the board. But I mean, it just depends on how you set it up and how you really feel comfortable with. And then like most importantly is like the trucks, is how tight you want them. Some people like the trucks really tight, and then you have like a really stiff ride. Some people like it loose and it's really like flexible, but then trying to get your balance on getting your stance to do a trick, you have to control that as well. So it's all preference really. Whoopie, you haven't seen this many people. Okay, so you put your butt fits in the front. You kind of want to get your weight, so like you spread your leg, like your left foot out back a little bit, like back this way. So that way, like your weight's spaced out, and it's and you're more balanced. So bend your knees a little bit. So that's how you're gonna keep your balance. So like earlier, I was telling Lisa the same thing. It's like if you don't bend your knees, you're stiff like this. It's really hard to like move around. So like pivot is probably so you push down like right a little bit past like where the and then like lean back and then just go right and left, right and left, right and left. It's all right. My gardener didn't show up, so it's okay. We killed the grass. You can pick up speed like this, pivoting. You could dodge. It's like if you're about to fall, you just get off. For snowboarding, you're strapped in, and that's one of the first things I learned about snowboarding. Is like, I'm gonna fall. It's like I'm gonna fall. Like there's nothing I can do about it. The fall. But like with skateboarding, it's like, oh man, I'm gonna fall. Like just jump off. But like jump fully off. Don't jump halfway off. Lisa knows. You jump halfway off. Or, like, you try to dodge, and like your board will go one way because it has wheels, and your body will go the other way because you don't have wheels. I'm a regular foot, but I'll just push off the same way you do. So put your right foot in the front. And push slowly. As long as you kind of get going, then that's the most important part. You're pushing back on this to pivot. You have to let your front foot up. Let out that. So you're trying to push on the back and your front's not letting up, your weight's still there. So like you let off. So basically lessen the weight in the front so that you can. Don't get frustrated. It's not. And like just as important as that is like when you stop, just grip the tail again. So put your foot all the way in the back. And that should stop you. So like in the 90s, all the skate videos, they could like, so like if you're going, stop, you just stop. So we'll push off, pivot a little bit, and then stop. Okay? Push. To exaggerate it, put your back foot as far back on the tail as you can. Further back, because like at the end, like all you're doing is yeah.
Oh,
okay. Okay. If you're like right over the truck, you're not gonna have any control. If you're like in the tail.
Oh, in the tail.
Like. But you put your foot like way back on the tail right here, then you can push back on it. Then you can, and then like put your front foot back a little bit. Like if you can get this motion down, like pushing the back, and getting your front foot to let up, like all the tricks you do have the same motion. Like if I have to ollie,
that's the hardest part.
yeah, if I have to ollie, I have to push the back down and let the front up. And then if I do a kickflip, same thing. If I do a shove it, I push the back down. My front foot has to come up. So you just have to get that timing down where this is going down and this is coming up. Even just the manual. So like once you get that down, it's like a breath of fresh air. You're like, oh,
That's a
that's
great
the easiest
tip.
thing ever. But like right now, it feels complicated because she's never done it before. It's like a left-handed layup. The first few times, you're like, this is impossible.
You just have to be really comfortable with your board and practice.
Because once you can do this, then I can start teaching you like simple stuff like a shove it. Well, kickflip probably later on, but at least just shove it. And another thing we used to do just to like kind of get board control was what is called a crab walk. So you have the board sideways like this. The same idea, but then
Oh.
they call it crab walk because it kind of looks like crab. So like, yeah. So because they said like someone told me like if you push somebody, the first foot that goes out is the foot that should be forward. So that would make regular sense. But then I don't know why you stood this way. Is someone teach you that, or you just felt comfortable with it?
I just did that.
So you might be goofy. So not goofy, but a goofy stance. So you could try regular stance. Let's go down the street. Yeah. Yeah,
Then you're goofy.
Probably not, right?
Then you're probably goofy.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're definitely goofy footed. So like, okay, ready? Let's go.
What did you learn today, Lauren?
The thing where you use your back foot and then kind of like lift up. This side
The
and this
pivot?
side.
Oh, the funny stance and the regular stance?
Yeah.
I mean, goofy
Goofy.
stance, funny stance. Goofy stance. Now you know how to fall. And now you know how to
And pivot.
and how to pivot.